Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. The triple threat predator himself. He's the biggest villain on the internet, the biggest disappointment, and he'd probably be the biggest loser too. EDP445, the fucking, I don't even have the words, bro. The villain. There's no other words. And not like MF Doom. It's not in a cool way. He's a bad person. He's a fucking pedophile. He's back. He's done it again, apparently. According to Critical, which is, he needs no introduction. Everyone knows Critical. We love Critical. He's, you know, internet's Keanu Reeves. He doesn't put any tags on his videos. Didn't notice that till now, but that's also a fact. We're going to get right into it. I don't know what EDP's done. If you want a basic rundown of EDP's history, for anyone who doesn't know, first of all, EDP stands for Eat That Pussy 445. Yeah, originally he started as just making funny videos online, just poop humor, you know, stupid shit, talking about football, mainly I think the Eagles, and he was beloved. He was beloved. Everyone loved him. I loved him. I watched EDP, you know? He made good content. At least back in the day. It probably wouldn't age well today, but back then it was funny. And then he decided, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna do the most inhumane thing anyone could ever do, and he tried to meet up with a fucking child. But it was another grown-ass man behind the behind the screen. It wasn't the child. He got baited. He got baited. They met up with him. It was a sting operation, and that turned out the guy who caught him too was also a fucking creep, which is crazy. Double combo, wombo combo, some may say. And basically, he got ostracized off the entire internet. Every social media platform kicked him off, and he's been scrambling to come back. He's been doing TikTok lives. He's been pleading his innocence, making cupcake jokes, which is a little tone deaf, but what do you expect? Right? And he's back. Apparently he's back. So we're gonna get right in this video. I just want to give a quick explanation for anyone who didn't know who he was, but we're gonna get right in the video.
I have sworn multiple times that I would stop talking about EDP 445, but just like most people's New Year's resolutions about going to the gym, I'm going to have to break it.
I mean, you have to, right? He's pretty much like a cockroach. He just keeps crawling back. I mean, the drama with him happened, what, 2021, 2020? It was like mid-COVID. I was in school wearing a fucking mask, you know? And he's still trying to crawl back. He's really clinging on that fame, because that's the other thing. EDP is a fucking degenerate loser. Okay? He is 500 pounds. He doesn't fucking go outside. He doesn't do anything. All he does is sit inside. He made videos. That's how he made his money. Of course, everyone knows his real name. If you Google his real name, it brings up EDP in the allegations. So bro can't get a job. So what do you expect? You know, he's going to keep crawling back no matter what. I'm really surprised at how much he's been able to, though, because he had a TikTok account with like 40 fucking thousand followers. At least TikTok, though, you don't make any money. So fuck it.
Every few months for the last couple of years, like clockwork, he will try and come back to the internet after his historic fall from grace after being caught in the now infamous cupcake sting operation that outed him as a predator. He'll come back with an almost cartoonish development. He has been on this non-stop wild and wacky roller coaster of crazy, goofy shit that he tries. He's this gift that just keeps on giving with the amount of unbelievable shit he tries. Like an everlasting gobstopper of goofs. I've compared him to the box ghost from Danny Phantom, and I think that is just the most apt comparison.
I haven't seen Danny Phantom, so I don't know. I know I need to watch it. I know it's peak, apparently. I haven't had the time. I'll get into it, though, I promise.
He's just this silly villain that keeps popping up every now and then just for people to laugh him off the face of the internet, but he'll always come back as a cameo in later episodes. And that's why we're talking about him again today, because it's that time of the year where EDP tries to make a claim that he's innocent.
About an annual event.
And this time, he's saying, actually, it was all acting. He was only pretending to be a pedophile. He was method acting as a child molester, as part of a movie production.
A movie production, bro. Holy shit. That would be golden. What is his logic in saying this? What movie would that be about? Like a mockumentary? That would be the most, like, elaborate, I don't know, hoax? That'd be the most elaborate hoax I'd ever fucking heard of, man. A guy ruined his whole life. He even tried to change his name. Didn't work. Just for a movie. How about that?
I know that sounds unbelievable. That sounds like I just made that shit up in a game of Mad Libs, but I'm being serious. That is the angle he's trying. He posted an entire breakdown of his defense that this was all a setup, that it was supposed to just be improv acting.
He's a fucking terrible actor then, bro. You see him trying to crawl his way out of that fucking sticky situation? No, dog. If you aren't aware, his entire defense when he met up with the chick was just, oh, Yeah, she told me she had cupcakes. I was here for the cupcakes. If anyone else said that, I wouldn't believe them for a second. But him, it's like a 50-50, to be honest. I think he was kind of there for both. Maybe if the cupcakes weren't involved, he might have not gone for it. But I feel like the cupcakes were the final nail in the coffin for that fat fuck to go over there.
Now, before diving into the fanfic that EDP tries to craft here like he's working on a fucking Tumblr blog, I do want to make it clear that even though the Cupcake Doomsday sting operation was the apocalypse that brought down the world of EDP, it's far from the only instance of him talking inappropriately and sexually with minors.
Yeah, right before the big one, the cupcake incident, as some may refer to it, he also got outed for texting a different girl who, I think it was genuinely an underage girl, but she was only doing it to troll him or to like bait him, which doesn't make it any better for him. He wasn't under the impression of that. And it's also funny, if you look through the text, well, it's not really funny, it's kind of fucked up because he thought he was talking to a kid. If you look at the texts of him talking to that girl, he sent her like poop pics, bro. Fucking ew? Why, bro? Like, how did he not know he was getting sting operated, bro? He was sending poop pics, and she was like, dude, that's so fucking cool, bro. I don't get it.
This was just the only one where they actually caught him in video. You know, this was no longer just blurry photos of Sasquatch or rumors. They finally had him on video, flirting with, and then even going to a physical location to meet someone he believed to be a child. This followed sexually charged conversations as well as inappropriate pictures, including a picture of his poopy in a toilet, an actual shit pic. I make sure to mention that anytime EDP's name comes up because god damn it, that shit is crazy.
There it is. I don't know why the fuck he thought that was. I mean, to be fair, I keep acting like he's a normal guy. He's not a normal guy, he's a fucking weirdo. But you would think, I don't know what you would think really, but you wouldn't think he'd send that. You wouldn't think he'd send that.
And following all that, he went to the physical location to meet someone he believed to be a kid, and said the reason he was there was actually because his belly was empty. His tummy was growling for a cupcake.
Bro's stomach hasn't been empty since the 90s, let's be honest. I can make these jokes. I ain't gonna say I'm about his size. That's a self-burn. I ain't even close. But I'm a big boy.
Which is why it's became known as the cupcake incident. But this is just focusing on that video and not any of the other numerous claims and evidence about the way he talked to children and all of that. So let's take it from the top here in the timeline of events. He lays out all the lore, and it dates all the way back to 2019. So he's laying out the goddamn Silmarillion here, preceding the Lord of the Rings events that take place later on. So in 2019, he flew out to Philadelphia for the world premiere of Maybe Next Year, which he was featured in. I suppose this was his acting debut, and that's crucial knowledge here because fast forward to 2021, he received an email from Chet Goldstein, who was the person conducting the investigation on EDP at the time.
Hell of a name. Who names their kid Chet, bro? At least go for Chad. Chad's still pretty fucked. It's pretty much in the same category, but Chet, the only Chet I can think of is isn't Tom Hanks' kid named Chet? Look at him.
And he's claiming that in 2021, Chet Goldstein reached out to him, letting him know how impressed he was with EDP's performance in that documentary.
Wait, what? What documentary? Did I miss something? Okay, October 18th, 2019, he flew out to Philadelphia for the world premiere release of Maybe Next Year. He was featured in this documentary. He spoke extensively with Kyle Thrash, hell of a name, the film director from Wavelength Productions, about future film opportunities. Okay, he assured him that he would be reaching out in the future. Chet Goldstein ain't Kyle Thrash, buddy. Gonna keep it a buck.
And that's crucial knowledge here because fast forward to 2021, he received an email from Chet Goldstein, who was the person conducting the investigation on EDP at the time, and he's claiming that in 2021, Chet Goldstein reached out to him, letting him know how impressed he was with EDP's performance in that documentary.
Okay, so Chet Goldstein also works with a production company. That makes more sense. He told me he had a film opportunity and wanted to know if I was interested. The email didn't address what type of film it was or what type of role I'd be potentially acting out if I was selected. I responded to him and told him I was interested. As I had stated in the video, I deleted all my emails, and unfortunately this is one of the emails that I was unable to retrieve and forward to my attorney. That's cap, bro. I'm sorry, man. Why'd you delete all your emails, first of all? If anything, that just makes me think you were covering up the kitty shit even more. You probably had even more in there.
Saying that he was impressed with his work from Maybe Next Year and wanted to give him a shot for a different part in a film that Chet Goldstein was working on at the time. So he drops a receipt here of an email, that basically just echoes that, saying, hey, you know, your work was fucking amazing. Can't believe you didn't win an Oscar. Would love to have you as part of this next production if you're willing to try out for it. You know, get back to me. EDP responds, ecstatic to take this role. This was really going to blow up his acting career. He confirms an address with him, that it's a Rite Aid location they're meeting at. Chet Goldstein says that, you know, their cameraman will meet them at the Rite Aid parking lot. And it's going to be a random scene that they're going to act out for 30 to 40 minutes to see if he's fit for filming.
God, that's so stupid. So his excuse is that Chet Goldstein said he was going to meet him Sunday the 18th at 2 p.m., which I assume is when the Sting thing happened. And he's claiming that it was just improv comedy. Dude, where did he even come up with this plot? That's a hell of an excuse. You could have just... I don't know what you could have said. It's better than the cupcake thing, but damn. I don't know. That's creative. I gotta applaud him for that.
He says, the scene we may ask you to act out may seem a bit odd, and I may crack some jokes and be rude in certain parts of the shoot that may seem offensive to you, but keep in mind, we have a protocol of situations we may throw at you to see how you respond and act in helping us determine if you're fit for the part. If selected for the part for the film we're shooting in Bakersville in October, we'll reach out in 7 to 14 business days for our meeting. Please message me back to confirm this date.
Plus, if you get an email like that where he's just like, yeah, when I meet you, you know, we're not going to talk first and then film. We're going to be filming. And I might act a little weird to you. Just roll with it. You know, dude, I wouldn't go. I'd assume I'm getting like mugged or something. What the fuck?
So this is his bombshell, you know, shocking revelation plot twist moment where you see, Chet Goldstein actually was just wanting me to act, you know, improv to make sure I was, you know, up to snuff here with the role that I'd be required to play for his production. I was under the impression this was all part of the acting, which even upon hearing this excuse is one of the most unbelievable things I've ever heard.
Yeah, literally. Because in the video, I mean, I haven't watched it in a few years, but in the video, he's fucking pleading with them. He's like, don't tell the police. Don't tell anybody. Don't call the cops. He falls to his fucking knees, bro. It's like that meme I'm gonna put on screen right now.
I was down bad on my dick, they ain't pay attention. Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Isn't that fucking funny?
No, you remember that incident from 2 years ago. Keep in mind, he's just now posting this 2 years later.
True.
I'm guessing this idea came to him in a dream recently to try this garbage.
Dude, where else would it have come from? Is he on fucking crack? I don't know what kind of drugs you have to take to come up with this kind of plot, because that is extensive. He's faking emails and all.
But, like, you know, why wait 2 years if this is all legitimate? But regardless, you know, all of that pedophile shit, no, that's just because I was a very good actor. I actually fooled all of you. It was acting, but I'm really upset because, you know, I was misled. I was instructed to improv. I had no idea this was going to be the result. But I know what you're thinking, Charles. He posted receipts. He posted emails right there. There's proof.
What about those little lines right there, right above the text? That ain't natural, unless he's got a dirty screen, and it's showing up on the screenshot somehow.
Evidence to support these outrageous claims. Sometimes reality can be stranger than fiction. And to that I say, I do not like those green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. These are fucking poorly photoshopped emails that he posts. He couldn't even Photoshop or crop it correctly. Look at Chet Goldstein's name. You can still see some of, like, the black flakes at the top where Chet Goldstein was pasted on top of whatever this email originally was, and none of it's even centered in the first place.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I just noticed it as he's talking. The Bryant Moreland text and the Chet Goldstein text is all so uneven, bro. What the fuck? Did he make this on fucking Snapchat?
It doesn't even convincingly look like real emails. It is awful. It is terribly done. And to go even a step further, I can literally hear EDP's voice in the Chet Goldstein text here. He caps locked respond and act, as if that's supposed to drive the point home, like, no, look, it's real. This is super real because respond and act. That's a key word. I'm gonna have to capitalize that one so that way people know that this is key. It's blatantly fake. These aren't real emails. But you know what? I'm always willing to play ball and suspend disbelief. Let's assume that this is real somehow. And the odds of this being even remotely real are beyond minuscule, incalculably low odds, but let's assume they are. it still doesn't explain away all of his other repeated behavior with the way he talks to minors or anything like that. And it doesn't even explain away the video itself. There's nothing in there that even like gets corroborated with these emails he releases.
But also, that's a good point. Forgot about this. Even after he got caught, he started talking to another fake girl. They've all been fake, by the way. Not even fucking kids with no developed brain want to fucking go anywhere near this guy. But he got fished once again after this. So he has no defense, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know who I'm apologizing to other than him. No one's gonna be on his side, but fuck.
Nothing checks out, even still, with the video itself and the claims he's making. He did an interview with like an AI, I guess. I don't really know, but he's doing this interview with like some kind of AI interviewer using some kind of like fucking voice modulator. And the way he explains it is even more silly.
He had his business card attached to the email.
Okay, and that was shortly after the movie, maybe next year or so. You put
Is that Barack Obama? Bro, what?
kind of two and two together, and everything aligned to this actually being an opportunity for you.
Correct, yes.
Okay, so Chet emails you and tells you to meet him at the...
Dude, there's no way. This is some schizo shit. He's going, so Chet tricked you and he's going to frame you for being a pedophile. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, again, you know, the original meetup spot was at the Rite Aid.
In what fucking solar system would someone be so stupid as to get a random email from someone claiming to be a movie producer who just reached out to you with a cold call saying, hey, your fucking performance in this documentary was superb, spectacular stuff. Come meet me at a Rite Aid where I'm going to have you play a child predator.
True, he didn't even know Chet. He knew Kyle Thrash, hell of a name. He didn't know fucking Chet. So, like I said earlier, why would you meet up with a random fucking internet dude telling you to meet at this random spot and be in a character? I fucking wouldn't.
Would you think that that's a good opportunity? So let's assume he didn't know he was going to be acting as a pedophile. The second that they start spitballing this improv at him, like, okay, so all of these chat logs with this child, you're a pedophile. Why would he play along with it? What opportunity did you think this was? How would portraying a child molester be like this golden goose for you? You are already a successful YouTuber with millions of subscribers, but this was your ticket to the big time?
To be fair, if anyone would play along, he'd be dumb enough to do it.
You know, this role you thought you were playing, like the role of method acting a fucking pedophile? That makes no sense. That is inexplicably ridiculous.
You know what I mean? And then the camera guy, Javier, he actually walked me over to the apartment complex. So in the fucking email, it was just, you know, boom, right here at the Rite Aid. And then camera guy is the one who walked me over to the apartment complex. This is the first time I ever seen this fucking apartment complex.
Dude, that road is fucking iconic at this point. Those brick walls and shit, I gotta go there just to like, I don't know, just to do it.
This does absolutely nothing to help proclaim his innocence here. If it was at the Rite Aid or the apartment complex, it doesn't fucking change anything. The clips he's showing, the Rite Aid only comes in the frame when EDP is leaving after they're talking about calling the cops and everything. That is when he is actually like making his grand getaway from this situation. He starts by going up to the apartment complex and then leaves going out by the Rite Aid.
Do you have any indication on what you're walking into?
I just don't understand. Could he not have hired someone on Fiverr for like $5 to do an impression least? I know he's broke, but come on. He doesn't have some degen friends who can do an impression. You know what I mean?
He didn't tell me shit, basically. You know what I mean? He basically just said, hey, we got some chat logs here. We're going to improv this bitch. Go along with it. I'm just like, all right, cool. So, and then again, you know what I mean? It's like, how the fuck was I supposed to know this was a goddamn, you know, how the fuck was I supposed to know that this was a goddamn setup? Like, it's like, you know, you have fucking business cards, you have the official wavelength bullshit, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers is emailing you and shit. It's like, anybody in their right fucking mind would have thought that this was legit.
I speak for every single living, breathing human being on this planet in saying that nobody in their right mind would have thought this is legit. At all. I will suspend disbelief yet again here to just toy around with this idea. Why the fuck would you even improv this kind of scene? Did you want the role of a pedophile? Did you want that to be your acting legacy? The follow-up to your magnum opus performance in maybe next year, you wanted to be the child predator?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, he probably just wanted money. Like, I mean, obviously it's a fake scenario, so it's not true, but he could say he wanted money because every video he posted, he got age restricted, which it did. But obviously it's a fake story, so we'll keep going.
What sense does that fucking make? This is the dumbest defense ever. And he doesn't even do anything to, like, somehow explain away everything he says and does in the video itself. None of this explains any of it. And this fucking email screenshots are fake emails to begin with. The whole thing is so stupid, but it is laughable
It's
that he is
comical.
actually trying this with a straight face. Obviously, this is yet again another desperate attempt to prove that he's never been a child predator, even though there is overwhelming amounts of evidence, even outside of this big video that came from it. There is still so much evidence against him, and really the only reason he never faced jail time is because the investigation was done by YouTubers and not done in collaboration with law enforcement, so he was able to squeak away based on that, which is something that has happened a lot, unfortunately. So it's crazy he's not even in jail, honestly. And he still keeps trying to come back to the internet. Even after all of this time and all of this shit, he still keeps doing ridiculously goofy shit like what you just saw there, with trying to say he's not a pedophile, he was only acting. Wild stuff. I just wanted to give a little update here and share that. That's about it. See ya.
Okay. Some final thoughts. Obviously, I'm making jokes, but this is a very serious situation. This guy is literally a pedophile. And honestly, I know the internet justice thing is why, like, it couldn't go to a full legal case, but there's other examples of him doing this. And there's enough, like, evidence. Why isn't he locked up? It's been like 2 years. I don't understand. Like, you'd think it's an internet thing. Bro, Chris Chan. They got Chris Chan for fucking his mom. That was reported by the internet. It was literally because the chick pretending to be his friend, the sociopath chick. If you don't know Chris story, it's fine. But for summary, this dude, sick fuck, basically his whole life has been documented by the internet, and he fucking raped his mom. Which I'm gonna have to bleep that word, but he did that, and then someone else, basically a troll, pretended to be his friend to get information out of him, and he told her that, and really fucked up scenario. But he got caught for it, and he got arrested. He just got out on bail. Someone bailed him out, but he got caught. He got arrested for it. There's a video of him being arrested. So why is EDP still walking free? I don't get it. But anyway, I would definitely recommend checking out Critical. Obviously, I mean, everyone knows him at this point, but if you don't, definitely go check him out. And that's all from me. Really hope you enjoyed watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment below if you feel like it. Turn the bell on. It helps more than you know. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. See ya.